alignment. We do need to think about alignment here, a little geometry, I love it. So just stand up onto your mat. Just feel your feet on the ground. Just for a second. Notice if you're just standing and hanging with your feet, or try to think about you pushing your feet down and growing tallest. Can you do that? Engaging your abdominals as you're doing that. And notice that usually our posture could be something like this normally. That's me, my whole life. I really struggle to be here. I really work hard to actually not struggle. And some of us are like this, right? So try to find the midways of that. So you're gonna try to keep your pelvis flat, which is your pubic bone and your belly button on the same line. And you're gonna try to bring your feet about just your hip distance apart. Your hips are your front bones here, not the sides of the curves, okay? And your hips are always smaller than you think usually, especially the girls. So get your feet in parallel, which is mean your second toe lined up with the center of your ankles, right? And I'm wearing this pants with the seam, so I kind of trying to follow my seam of my pants, okay? Try to think about you're trying to lift up the arches of your feet, and automatically you're gonna feel your inner thighs working. And how can you lift up your arches? Put your big toes back a little. Then you soften your knees and you push in the floor away and growing tallest. With that, find your belly button. Put your belly button towards your back and up to the chest. I'm gonna turn them to my side so you can see me better about the belly button. So you push in the floor away, you're softening your knees, you're engaging your bumbum, which is your tush in Portuguese. You're pulling your belly button in and up and growing tallest. With that, you already feel your body working, right? Now, let your arms push down as much as you can, and you're gonna feel this part, your shoulder blades, the wings of your back gliding down, and you're growing tallest. One more thing, we spend too much time on the devices these days. Pull your ears back to your shoulders, but not shoulders to the ears. No, ears are over shoulders. There we go. And with that, if you need to hold on to something, go ahead and hold it. Then we're just gonna start with a little footwork. Keep your arches uplifted, and then you're gonna engage your stomach and bend your knees and straighten your legs. And bend your knees. Now engage your tush to straighten your legs. And think about once you bend your knees, you avoid dipping your chest forward. You're gonna imagine that you have a wall behind you. Use your imagination. You have a wall behind you, sliding down through the wall and straightening. And bend and straightening. And feel these muscles helping you once your belly button pull in and up. Once more. Good. Nice. Now, from here, you're gonna lift up your toes, but you're gonna keep your feet down. Your balls of your feet and your heels are gonna be down. Your arches is still gonna be lifted to feel your inner thighs. And reach your arms forward, engage into your shoulders. Bend the knees and straighten. And bend and straighten. Now watch for your knees. If you're feeling your knees wobbly, don't let that happen. Point your knees forward. There we go. Again, if you need to hold on to something, go forward. And last. Great job, guys. Lower your arms down. Now, if you've done Pilates before, you probably heard about the Pilates feet, Pilates stance, Pilates position, the Pilates. So think about engaging your tush, stomach, go up slightly onto your toes, just 1 inch off the ground. Rotate your thigh bones out and get your heels together, lower your heels down. You're gonna be into your Pilates stance. Some of us have knocking knees. Once you do that, you're gonna feel like, no, I can't close my toes because my knees are crossing. You probably cannot see through the picture that. I'll make a video just showing that another time. But today, because I'm improving and strengthening some little muscles, I can have this position. But if you can't, you're gonna separate your heels and think about your knees are your new heels position, okay? And from here, put your stomach in and up, keep your arms reaching forward. You're gonna go up onto your toes and resistance lower down. And guys, we are not dancers, we're not ballerinas. So we don't have to go all the way up because we get unbalanced and just our calves work. You want to go just to where you can feel all the toes still on the ground. Your metatarsal arch down the ground, which is the bridge of your foot, where your toes, your knuckles of your toes are. And if you can keep your heels together, think about you zipping up from your heels up to your belly button. That's why I put the zipper here today. So imagine that my zipper goes all the way down to my heels. Good. And last one. Nice. Now here, keep your heels down and we're gonna get into a genie position, which is one forearm on top of the other. Avoid the crossing because we love to shrug the shoulders here. So do this and you're pressing the hand against the elbow, elbow against the hand. You're already gonna start feeling the wings of your back working. Then you're gonna bend the knees a little and straighten the legs. And bend and straighten. And as I said before, you still gonna keep your back flat. Good. 2 more like that. Keep breathing normally for now. And last. Stop right back here. Feel that you're really engaging your arms. You're growing taller. You have a little puppet string that pulls you up to the ceiling. And you're pushing the floor away, engaging your stomach, engaging your tush. Inner thighs are engaging. Can you see the center of your body solid? This is your powerhouse, which just comes from your inner thighs, glutes, and stomach. Can you feel that? This is the actual exercise initiations. All of them in Pilates. We're gonna try to work with that. And just being like this, you're already feeling your whole body work, right? That's what I was talking about. Pilates is a whole body system. Now from here, a little breathing work. So bring your hands right into your bottom ribs. The last one's here, underneath of your chest. And then try to think, some of us, we're a little tight on the wrist. We might feel like we're doing this. So if you're doing that, just try to get a little more forward like this, okay? Try to breathe in through your lungs, which is your lungs are in between of your ribs, right? Back here, try to breathe through here and hold a second. As you exhaling, you're closing your ribs and you're feeling the tips of your fingers getting to each other. And again, inhale, expand your ribs sideways and hold. And grow tallest, push the floor away, stomach engages deeper. Exhale, your stomach engages even deeper and you're keeping your posture tall. Because once we exhale, we tend to slouch. We don't want that. And again, one more. Inhale deep. Hold your breath. And exhale, closing the ribs, pulling your stomach in and up. Very nice. Now we're gonna actually get to the floor. So get onto your mat, but you're not lying down yet. Wait, we're gonna get there. You're just gonna be sitting up. Now here, we're gonna go for the half roll back, which is you're gonna keep your perfect alignment. Your second toe lined up with the center of your ankle. With your knee, with your hip joint, remember the front part of your hips. And your shoulders over your hips. This is your perfect alignment as a sitting, just like once you were standing up. Now, have your hands behind your thighs and think about, we're gonna feel like you're gonna do this, right? So think about you wanna pull your hands to you and press your feet down and notice what happens. The puppet string is going up to the ceiling. That's right, keep your spine lifted. From here, you're just gonna pretend that your belly button has another string that wants to pull you back towards the mat, towards your floor. And you go as far back until your elbows are straight. And then you're gonna pull yourself back up. Make your hands a tiny bit light as you're going back. To pull your navel to your back, to lift you up, and your navel goes up to your chest. And again, one more. Inhale back. Keep pushing your feet down. Just go as far as you know that you're not gonna tip back. Exhale, come right back up. At this time, you're gonna let your hands slide through your tush, okay? And go further back. Again, just go as far back as you know you are able to stabilize. Put your navel to your back like you're scooping. Pretend that, imagine that you have a scoop, a spoon to scoop your muscles in and up. And again, inhale, close back. Exhale to come up. On the next, you're gonna go back and stay back there. And hold it. And hold it. Can you take one hand off? Can you take Mine are having a bunch of tremors. Engage your shoulders, open up your chest, and try to come up just an inch. And go down an inch. And come up an inch. And go down an inch. And again, up an inch. Down an inch. Up an inch. Down an inch. 2 more, guys. You can do this. Come on. And last. All right. Take your time to go down. Try to not just timber back. Go down each vertebra of your spine at the time. Woo, that felt great. I even got an adjustment. Reach your arms over your head if you have good shoulders. If not, just limit your range of motion. Here, bend your knees a little bit more. Keep that perfect alignment still. Now, just reach back, take a nice deep breath, and exhale all here. And notice that once your arms are all the way back, what happens to your back? Maybe on the mid back, you're a little off of the ground. That's all right. We're gonna work with that. Lift your arms up to the ceiling. Now, get your hands onto your ribs. Another part of the breathing. Now, let's think about the breathing that we did standing on the lying down position. Okay? It's the same thing. You're even gonna feel more. So, inhale, expanding your ribs sideways and feel that your lungs are pressing down against your mat. Hold 2, 3 seconds. As you exhale, close the ribs and feel that your lower stomach engaged deeper, right? But just avoid off tucking your pelvis. Try to not do that. Keep your pelvis heavy. And again, inhale, open up the chest and hold. 2, 3. Exhale, close your ribs, pull your stomach to your back, and belly button up to your chest as well. Once more. Inhale, hold for 5 seconds. And exhale for 5 counts. Once you exhale, you're fully engaged, right? Hands onto your pelvis now. Do a triangle. Think about your belly button. Your thumbs goes to your belly button, fingertips to the pubic bone. And lift your head and look if your hands are flat like this, right? They should be just flat, not tipped. And then that means you are in a neutral pelvis. Feel your tailbone heavy on the ground. Then you're just gonna tilt your pelvis up, go into that tuck position, and arch your back. And then again, tilt and arch. Tilt and arch. We're trying to get some movement going through that part of your body. Good. Now engage your abdominals as you're doing that. Can you feel your abs working? Because I'm feeling mine here. Good. Notice that your neck, your head is moving as well, which is great. Your neck is related with your lower back all times. And then you stop in the middle. That's your neutral position. Keep your pelvis neutral. Now from here, keep your stomach engaged. Take a nice deep breath again. And as you exhale, you close your ribs as we talked, and you pull your stomach towards your back deeper. Try to avoid of crunching your shoulders up. They should be down. Now from here, you draw the right knee towards your chest and lower down. And then switch. Keep holding your hands onto your hips now. And feel if your hips are tipping. Don't let them tip. And again, think about it is your thigh bone reaching to you from your lower stomach. Try to avoid using your hip flexor. One more each. Then you're gonna bring the right knee up, hold it. Bring your hands down by your sides at this time. Left knee up and hold it. Can you support with your stomach? If not, keep your hands underneath of your lower back. Tap your right foot down, and then you're gonna switch. Left down and switch. Keep pulling your stomach towards your back. Only 2 more of each. Make your arms strong. And last. All right, guys, both feet down. Now, from here, reach your arms up to the ceiling. You're gonna try to reach your arms as far back as you're not popping the ribs. So maybe halfway back. Keep your shoulders onto your back. And then reach your arms up. And inhale, reach them back. Exhale, reach them up. And again. Keep your stomach engaged. Keep your feet heavy. Now we're gonna draw circles. Inhale, circle out and around. Oops, I'm tight here. And again, it's a shallow circle, guys. You don't have to go too out to not lose the ribs again. And reverse. We're just trying to get some circulation going. And last. All right, keep your arms up. Now, you're gonna start lifting your head, pressing your hands towards your thighs, plug your shoulders here. Tailbone heavy, engaging on the stomach, and goes back down. And again, it's gonna feel like a little crunch, but usually we look up to the sky, right? In this case, you're looking to your knees as you're coming up. Your neck stays round. Good. Use your breath. Inhale as you come up, exhale as you go down. On the next, you're gonna come up and support yourself up there. Bring your hands down by your hips. Now think about you wanna pump your hands up to the knees, down to the hips. Up to the knees, down to the hips. Your arms are two arrows. They're stiff. And feel the tips of your shoulder blades digging on the floor. And you're pumping for 5 counts and inhale for 5 counts. This is your 100. Exhale for 5 counts. And inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. And in and out. And in and out. Last 10. Good, guys. Rest it down. So ideally the 100 is 100 pumpings with your arms. You probably are feeling warmed up already, right? Now from here, guys, just straighten your both legs. Bring your hands down by your sides. Lift, bend your right knee into your chest and lift the leg up. And if you feel hard to do this, soften your knee a little, okay? And if you feel like unstable, you bend the bottom leg a little bit, all right? And then you're gonna draw circles. Cross your leg to the bottom leg a little bit, down and around and bring right back up. And cross, down and around and up. And cross, down and around and up, reverse. Out, crossing and up. And out, crossing and up. And once more. Good, bend the knee into your chest, just give it a little pull. Lower that leg down and switch. Do the same way that you just did the other one. If you need to soften, go for that. And go. Cross, down and around and up. Cross. And one more. And reverse. If you have your legs straight down, you can flex that foot or just reach that leg away. Try to find the stability onto your trunk. Bend the knee, give it a little hug. All right, here's the time to come up. How are you gonna do it? If you exercise, often, you can do a rock up into a sitting position. If you don't exercise very often, turn it to your side and sit up. Here we're gonna go for the rolling back position. So again, your half roll position that we just did it. At this time, you're squeezing the heels together. And you're trying to sit literally onto your sacrum. And think about roll back, hold the position, and float your feet off the ground. And hold. Make your back strong by pulling your shoulders down. You press your hands against your thighs, thighs against the hands, and lower your feet down. And again, inhale, float it up. Use your stomach. You should be able someday to not even touch your legs anymore to do this. And lower down. Once more. Good. On the next, you're gonna lie halfway onto your back. Pull the right knee onto your chest. The other leg, you're gonna reach up to the ceiling, single leg stretch, and then you're gonna switch and switch. And if you've been doing exercise lately, go more in the angle position. Make sure your tailbone is heavy and you're just as high as the tips of your shoulder blades. 2 more. Keep breathing, guys. And last. Pull both knees into your chest and rest it down. Now from here, double leg stretch. Lift your head. Keep holding onto your shins or towards your knees. And you're gonna inhale and reach your arms up and your legs up and hold. 2, 3, and bring everything in again. And again, inhale and reach and hold. Keep looking towards your knees. All right, rest it down. Okay, guys, from here, keep your feet down, keep your knees down. And you're just going to keep your stomach engaged, squeeze in your thighs, Let your both knees go to one side as you look to the opposite one. Come back to the center and go to the other side. Good, very nice. Now, think about your inner thighs, they have magnetics. You want to separate the thighs apart. Turn the soles of your feet together. Good. Keep your back flat still as much as you can, and resistance close them together. Your soles of your feet get flat. And again. Good. 2 more times. That really feels good on the hips. How are you doing with time? We're almost over. All right. Now from here, time to get up again and stand up. So rock it up or sit up. Straighten your legs for the spine stretch forward. Open up your legs. If it's hard for you to be with your shoulders over your hips, bend your knees a little bit more, okay? Reach your arms into your shoulder level, and inhale, stack your spine up, chin to chest, and scoop and rounding forward and reach. As you pull your ribs back, stack your spine up. Another imaginary wall. So you peel the vertebrae of your spine off as you reach, and stack it up. Once more. Good. Lower your arms down. Now, if you're on the floor, right? Most of you guys probably are on the floor. Do your Buddha legs. Is that okay for you? If that doesn't feel good because cramps onto your hips or you're like this, think about you try to do this. Or have a little pillow underneath you, a cushion. Okay? Then here, you're gonna bring your 2 hands interlacing the fingers together and place right onto your neck, underneath of your head. Pull your head up and grow tallest. You're gonna keep your sit bones heavy. Inhale up, exhale side bend. But think about it's not crunching. It's a reach up and over. Come back to the center and to the other side. And center. And again, up. Exhale over. And again up. Exhale over. And less. Nice, guys. Stay here in the center. Grow tall as inhale up. Exhale, twist. Twist just your torso. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist. Twist more. Twist most. Back to the center. Inhale up. Exhale. And again, notice how much easier it is to stabilize your hips. If you were standing or sitting, it would be shifting like this, right? All right, guys. Let's have you standing up. See how you're feeling. Let's start with the chest expansion standing. So have your heels together, toes apart, that Pilates position. Reach your arms forward onto your shoulder level. Imagine that you are in the water. It's heavy, the water, right? Hard to move. So inhale, press the hands down and back a little bit. Open up your chest and reach your fingertips down. Hold your breath, engage your stomach. Exhale, reach longer with leaning to resistance to bring it up. And again, inhale, press down and hold. A second, hold your breath. Turn your head to the right. Look center. Turn your head left. Center. Exhale, resistance, return. And again. Look, center. Look, center. Resistance, return. Very good. Now separate your feet a little bit, guys. While I have my fan here, I hope I don't hit it. So make sure that you have a space to reach your arms up. You arch back a little bit, circle out and around, bring your arms to the sides. And again, inhale up, look up a little, exhale. Think about not dropping the head. You reach to your chest to circle. And again. And last. Good. And last exercise, feet balance. Now, get your right foot in front of the left, a little bit like a step. But keep your foot lining up with each hip. You're gonna put the weight onto your heel, lifting your whole foot off. And then you're gonna tip forward and back. Tip forward and back. As you're going forward, you're putting the weight on all of the toes, you're bending the front knee. And then you pull yourself back. Engage your stomach. If you need, hold up to something. This is a rocking horse feet, as I call it. You know, like a rocking horse? Yes, but it's just one foot in this case. Nice, and last. Go ahead and switch legs. So I'm gonna do this on my side so you can see a little bit better. my standing foot is flat, my front foot is just a heel down. But both of them are lined up with my hip. Then you're gonna bend your knee to put yourself forward and come back. Good. And 3, and 2, and last one. Oops, I was almost following the last one because I turned my head, guys. Well, this is it. This was our exercise practical part.